Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Mowers. Good morning. Today's Saturday. You guys are watching this like Wednesday or Thursday, something like that. Super Bowl is tomorrow, and guess what? That's right. We may get our third snowstorm for this season. They're saying 4 to 9 inches of snow tomorrow, starting around 6 in the morning, ending around 9 p.m. Just about the time I head over to my friend Andy from Jericho's house for a Super Bowl gathering. I know we're not supposed to gather during the Super Bowl with fears of being a super spreader event for COVID, but I've been hanging out with my buddy Andy and his family for the past year since COVID started, and we're all clean. So if you can find a group of friends that you know are responsible and don't get infected by other people, you can hang out with them. You know what I mean? Kind of like your bubble of friends. We have no choice. It's the only bubble family I know that doesn't have COVID. So anyway, because of the impending snowstorm again, people are asking about this thing. This is the Power Propel, meaning that it's a dual stage snowblower, but it doesn't have propulsion on the wheels. It's just these two big bicycle mag wheels. It is very maneuverable though, I will tell you that. You know, you can spin it around, push it forward and backwards freely. And the auger blades have a rubber coating around it. So basically when it spins like a paddle, right? It actually propels you forward. It assists you by pulling you forward a little bit in the snow. So it's power assist, really. Anyway, it has a Tecumseh Snow King 5 horsepower engine. I got this thing for free, fixed it up, blah, blah, blah. I actually fixed this auger engagement cable twice. We're gonna find out right now if what I did to it works. And if it works, I'm gonna load it in my van and meet some dude at the church where I usually sell my stuff I have it listed for $225. I had it for $175. Because of the snowstorm, I put it to $225. Some nut asked me if I'll take $200 today. I'm like, bet. So look, let's prime it. I've got some gas in it. Oil's good. Choke. Full throttle. Primed. Let's see if the auger works. By myself, slowly, by pulling it up. Didn't use the winch because it's more lighter weight than a traditional 2-stage snowblower. Shout out to Sam Kelly from Eureka, California for buying a couple of stickers. I love the new subscriber names buying stickers, man. That's awesome, you know. Also, thanks a lot to Kim Nesvig for donating $10 to the channel. Really appreciate the support. Before I go, last year I bet Quinn the mailman some money for the Super Bowl and he beat me, so I had to give him 50 bucks. He knows how cheap I am about how I hate giving up cash, you know what I mean? I don't even spend money for my equipment to sell. But anyway, he's giving me a chance to win my money back. When I get back from maybe selling that thing, I want to show you guys. I only have my Monster Beast and this Yardman that I put together from pieces. Remember, I rebuilt the gearbox and the auger and the impeller area, and this thing all works and stuff, except it kind of vibrates. And I can't figure out why it vibrates, you know, when the auger is engaged. And of course I do have the damn Snowhound, which I don't really consider a snowblower. You know what I mean? Even though it is. But later on when I come back, hopefully I would have sold that other one. I'm gonna whip this one into the garage and see if I can use this for tomorrow. How am I gonna get this out of here though? Seriously, you know? Even if that thing starts up, I guess I could reverse it and then try to dig my way through by using it. I'm gonna blow myself out. Blow myself. Hey, you guys know, if you could, you would. So get this, guy shows up in a Ford Explorer, ready? With a wife and 4 kids in the back. We just spent about 15 minutes taking the wheels off, the handles off. Honestly, I mean, you know, do you not think of these things when you come and get something? Of course, I can't just drive away, you know what I mean, after he paid me because, you know, I gotta help the guy. The guy needs a lot of help, man. He's got like 4 kids. You need a lot of help when you have 1 kid. 4 kids? Dude, incredible, man. You can just tell that dude has got his hands full, man. But anyway, gave me $200. I am stoked because I honestly would have taken $100 for it just to get rid of it, you know? To get $200 out of it. Score! So I just took the plastic bag off of the thing. Looks like it has some gas. Fuel shutoff switch is off. Prime. Choke. needed some more gas in it. It was kind of surging, and now on low throttle it just died. See, so it's not running like the way I remembered I did. Didn't I clean the carburetor? Maybe I didn't clean the pilot jet, you know. So maybe I'll unscrew the pilot jet and see if there's any debris in there. How about that, huh? 200 bucks for that thing. I am so happy to get rid of it. That is maximum stokage. And this thing, while it vibrates when the auger's engaged, right? It didn't do bad at all back there. You know, that was all heavy slush and ice, mostly ice. You know, I'm gonna put this on its service position, and then maybe remove the bowl just to see if there's any debris and stuff, and clean out that pilot jet. So here's the pilot jet, all right? You guys can't see it, right? Too good, but it's kind of bent. Not bent, but almost like somebody screwed it in too tight. That someone may be me. So while the hole is there, the hole is not a complete circle. It's kind of like an oval, like it was bent, you know what I mean? And also, when I tried to stick a pin through that hole, it won't go all the way through. So I think because of the bending. So I found another jet from this old 5 horsepower one, right? When you look at the 5 horsepower one, the hole is significantly smaller than the 8. I don't know if you can tell. You can't. I told you, GoPros, you can't focus well with close-ups. So I was gonna drill a hole bigger on that 5 horsepower pilot jet, but then I thought to myself, you know what? I already have another 8 horsepower one here that surges because it didn't work well with my friend Scott's. So this carburetor is kind of surging. So I took the pilot jet out of there, and this one should work. So I'm just gonna forget about drilling all that stuff and just use this one. See if it. I'm gonna put that back in there and see if it works. But just for the hell of it, I'm gonna drill this out anyway. I'm gonna make this 5 horsepower jet into an 8 horsepower jet with the smallest one I got. That's what she said. Uh-oh. Yep, that's not gonna work. I think I just jacked it up. This hole's gonna be a little bit bigger than normal. That's what she said. That's it. Man, that hole is much bigger. That's what she said. That hole is too big. Yeah, that'll drink gas like crazy, but you know what? I wanted to try it anyway. I'll put it in the old carburetor and someday I'll use it. Alright, I got another pilot jet in there from an identical engine as this one. So let's see. Well, it still surges. I bet you there's something in the bowl. I'm gonna have to put it on its service position and check it out. It never ends. Can you guys believe that? I mean, didn't I just clean this carburetor? Look over there. There's like a bunch of water in there and a ton of debris. Ton of like black sand or something. I mean, how does it do that? Didn't I just clean this like not more than a month ago? How does that build up like that? Crazy, right? So that's probably the problem. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's like a red fiber that's inside the little tiny pinhole there. It's completely clogged. Can you see that? There's a red fiber in there. So I don't know what that fiber was, but it's gone now. So the pilot jet was, the top little hole was completely like smushed from the brass. So that wasn't it though, you know. And taking the bowl off, it was a lot of some water, some dust, whatever crap in there. I don't know why. I mean, there's really no reason for it other than maybe it's in the gas tank and it made its way through there, you know. So that fiber that was in the hole, the little tiny hole, that blocked it. So this should do it. I mean, it ought to do it, you know. that's the way it should idle, you know what I mean? So it was that the bowl was filled with stuff, had some water and dust, sandy stuff it looked like, and a red piece of clothing or fiber that was blocking that hole in the bowl jet nut. It vibrates, but it works pretty good. I think it's the impeller shaft. Let's take a look at it at idle. Maybe you guys could tell me what you think is wrong. I'm gonna hold it here for a minute. It looks like it's the shaft, because the shaft is causing the gearbox to move left and right. I think the shaft is bent. That's what it kind of looks like. Agree? The shaft is bent a little. What's up, bro?
How you doing, sir?
Thanks. You can just leave it here.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
You got it.
Be safe tomorrow. I've had a few subscribers ask me to get the Snowhound going and show how it works that way. But look where it is. The Snowhound doesn't have the engine on it, and it's completely buried in this ice that's like 1.5 to 2 feet high. So I'm not going to dig that out right now. We're going to get another storm tomorrow, and I'll try this out in the next few days. So we kind of figured out today that maybe it's the shaft. I'll await your comments to see what you guys think, whether or not it is indeed the shaft or something else, you know. But it looks like the shaft is moving like this slightly, you know what I mean? That's causing the gearbox to move like that. So that's the indication right there. If you think about physics, right? What causes the vibration? Well, you look at the way the auger moves left and right like that. What causes that? What is attached to that gearbox that makes it go laterally left and right like that? The only thing could be the shaft that's moving just slightly, you know what I mean? I do remember that when I was cleaning out the shaft, I did grind it. So I might have grinded off too much metal in one place than the other. That may cause an imbalance at high revolutions. It's possible. Kind of unlikely though, because we're talking about a pretty thick shaft, you know what I mean? And just to take off some dust particles of steel really shouldn't put it off kilter that much, you know what I mean? Maybe the shaft is slightly bent that you can't see with the naked eye. Not sure. But it does certainly look like the shaft is vibrating that causes the auger to vibrate, you know? So while I'm happy that my gearbox rebuild seemingly works, you have that vibration from the shaft. The shaft is very expensive, because I remember when I was trying to troubleshoot this a few weeks ago, I was thinking about buying the entire assembly to get it to stop vibrating. It's in the hundreds of dollars, which I'm not going to spend, obviously. This is a very common snowblower, and locally I have seen snowblowers that are just the bucket itself without the engine, you know, just the frame without the engine. And then there are lots of them that have blown engines that people sell for 25, 50 bucks, you know what I mean? So maybe I'll find one that's 26 inches from MTD. Doesn't have to be Yardman. It could be Troy Build, it could be Cup Cadet, Yard Machines, one of those things, right? But it has a unique bucket attachment to the snowblower itself. The bolts actually go in like that, as opposed to in on the sides like that. So if I find one like that, I'll get it, just for the shaft or the impeller or the entire bucket itself, depending on the price, of course, how cheap I could get it for. Maybe I'll trade something for it, so I don't have to spend money to get it, right? But as you see, this will do the job throwing snow, you know. But in the long run, if I want to sell it, I got to get rid of that vibration. But it's been a good day for me today. We figured out why this thing surged, you know, no matter what we did. Clean out the pilot jet and all that, it still surged. Even with another good pilot jet from another 8 horsepower engine carburetor, we put it in there and it still surged. That debris that was in the bowl, as well as the tiny pinhole above the big jet bowl nut hole, was clogged with a red piece of fiber. Once we clean all that out, runs like a champ now. High revolutions, smooth, powerful, and idles well. And that's what you need when it comes to the Tecumseh carburetors. They're pretty easy to work on if you've done it before, you know what I mean? And I didn't even have to take apart the heater box or anything. I did a quick and dirty. I should trademark quick and dirty, because I'm telling you, a quick and dirty works. If it's running and stuff, just not well. But if it doesn't even run, your carburetor probably needs to be taken apart completely. Quick and dirty is probably not going to fix that. But thanks a lot for joining me on today's episode. Getting this Yardman to stop surging and to kind of figure out why it vibrates. We tried it out a little bit, took it out from my backyard, and getting it ready for the snow that we're going to get tomorrow. 5 to 10 inches is what they say. Tomorrow I'm going to my friend Andy from Jericho's house for the Super Bowl. We're doing boxes. Also, I got a bet with Quinn the mailman. Chiefs are favored by 3. Over and under is 56. I took the Chiefs with the 3 and under 56. In the Super Bowl, you got to be a little bit more cautious. So you're not going to take as many chances early on in the game. So I'm thinking the score will be, even though they're both high-scoring teams, the Super Bowl is a different story. Super Bowl is not like a regular season game where you can kind of take chances. You make the wrong move at the right time, that could be the whole game. So you got to play it conservatively. So that's why I took under 56 as a total score, and I hope the Chiefs win by more than 3. Then I'll get my $50 back that I lost from Quinn last year's Super Bowl. Always an adventure here at Mowers and Blowers. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. Hey guys, Boba and I want to thank you for all the support of Mowers and Blowers. If you'd like, make a short video clip like these, and I'll put it as an outro in my future videos.
Hey y'all, it's Kylie here, and we'll see you next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Hey, if you guys enjoyed the video, remember to give me a like. Also, comment below. Subscribe. Remember, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It's free, right? Also, hit that little bell. That way you'll get post notifications whenever there's a new video, and you won't miss out on any of them. Remember to follow my Instagram and Facebook, as well as, if you'd like to donate $1 or $2, paypal.me/mowersandblowers. Really appreciate all the support. Also, to keep the videos coming every day, support the channel. Bye.